The Amazon rainforest is a world of breathtaking wonder, a realm where nature's artistry is on full, untamed display. Picture an endless living tapestry of green, stretching beyond the horizon in every direction. A vast, pulsating expanse that weaves through 9 countries and covers more than 2 million square miles, its boundaries lost in a sea of emerald. This is not merely a forest, but an ancient cathedral of life, its roots delving deep into the earth for over 50 million years, its towering trees standing as silent witnesses to the passage of eons. The Amazon is the planet's most powerful biological engine, a living force that hums with energy and life at every level. Imagine the forest as the lungs of Earth, its endless canopy inhaling vast quantities of carbon dioxide and exhaling life-giving oxygen, each breath a silent promise of renewal. Within this green labyrinth lies a sanctuary of staggering biodiversity, a living library where 1 in every 10 known species finds shelter, from the tiniest beetle to the most elusive predator. Here, life bursts forth in a dazzling spectacle. Scarlet macaws flash through the treetops, iridescent butterflies drift on shafts of sunlight, and the silent prowl of a jaguar stirs the shadows beneath the leaves. The scale of the Amazon defies imagination, a boundless green ocean, its rivers winding like silver serpents through the heart of the jungle, nourishing every living thing in their path. Towering trees rise like ancient pillars, their crowns interlocking to form a dense, unbroken canopy that shrouds the forest floor in perpetual twilight, where only the faintest glimmers of sunlight reach the ground. This living ceiling conjures its own weather, sending colossal plumes of mist swirling skyward, birthing clouds that drift far beyond the forest's edge and shape the climate of distant lands. The rainforest is a stage for ceaseless drama, where life and death entwine in a never-ending cycle. Predators stalk their prey, insects break down fallen giants, and every moment pulses with the energy of survival. Every leaf glistens with dew, each droplet a world unto itself. Tiny frogs perch on emerald platforms, and insects, some no larger than a grain of sand, navigate the intricate highways of the undergrowth, each playing a vital role in the grand design. To understand the Amazon is to glimpse the beating heart of the planet, a force that sustains the balance of life on Earth. This immense green ocean is not simply a collection of trees and animals, but a living, breathing network of interdependence, where every organism is a thread in a vast, intricate tapestry. Vines twist and climb, binding ancient trunks together, while epiphytes cling to branches high above, drawing sustenance from the humid air and forming miniature worlds in the treetops. Below, the forest floor is a shadowy maze of roots and fallen leaves, where armies of decomposers, fungi, beetles and earthworms work tirelessly to break down the detritus, recycling nutrients and fueling the cycle of life. Above, the canopy is layered in distinct realms. Monkeys leap through the upper branches, birds flit between the mid-levels, and each stratum teems with creatures uniquely adapted to their niche. The understory is a world of filtered light and lush foliage, while the emergent layer soars above all, its tallest trees piercing the sky and basking in unfiltered sunlight, home to rare orchids and soaring raptors. This vertical stratification creates a mosaic of habitats, each supporting a unique community of life, and together forming one of the richest ecosystems on Earth. The Amazon's influence stretches far beyond its borders, its rivers and clouds carrying the essence of the forest to distant realms. As a colossal carbon sink, the Amazon absorbs and stores immense quantities of carbon, its endless greenery quietly regulating the planet's atmosphere and climate. The water vapor rising from its leaves forms invisible rivers in the sky, delivering nourishing rains to faraway lands and sustaining life across continents. The Amazon is a treasure trove of botanical marvels, rare plants with secret chemistries, fungi with untold properties, and organisms that may hold the keys to future discoveries. From space, the Amazon appears as a vibrant green jewel, a living testament to the power and resilience of nature's grandest creation. Its health is inseparable from the health of the entire planet, for the Amazon is the beating heart of Earth's natural balance, a masterpiece of complexity, interdependence, and life. Flowing through the very heart of this emerald kingdom is the legendary Amazon River. But beneath its surface and within its tangled banks, the Amazon conceals countless hidden worlds, microhabitats and secret realms that few ever witness. This isn't just a river, it's a colossal aquatic system, often called the River Sea by those who live along its banks. Yet for the creatures that dwell here, it is a labyrinth of ever-changing environments, each with its own rules and inhabitants. Its journey begins high in the Andes Mountains, where melting snow and glacial ice form tiny trickles that gradually merge and gather strength. In these cool, oxygen-rich headwaters, rare amphibians cling to mossy stones, and miniature orchids root in the mist, their petals adapted to capture every drop of moisture. These streams cascade down the mountainsides, growing into powerful torrents that carve their way through the landscape. Along the banks, bromeliads form miniature reservoirs, trapping rainwater and creating aquatic microcosms where dart frogs lay their eggs and insect larvae thrive. By the time it reaches the rainforest lowlands, it has become the mightiest river on Earth. Here, the river's edge is a shifting mosaic of habitats, muddy banks, floating meadows of water hyacinth, and submerged forests where sunlight filters through a green cathedral of leaves. Stretching for an incredible 4,400 miles, it is the world's second longest river, but in terms of sheer volume, it is utterly unmatched. Its waters pulse through a network of oxbow lakes, hidden lagoons and flooded forests, each sheltering its own community of life. It carries more water than the next 7 largest rivers in the world combined. In the flooded Varzea, ancient trees have evolved to survive months underwater, their roots breathing through specialized pores, while epiphytic plants cling to their trunks, drawing nutrients from the air and rain. The power of the Amazon River is simply staggering. Its currents sculpt sandbars and islands, which become temporary refuges for nesting turtles and rare river dolphins that navigate the labyrinthine channels with uncanny precision. Every second, it discharges over 209,000 cubic meters of fresh water into the Atlantic Ocean, a flow so immense that it pushes the saltwater back for more than 100 miles from the coast. This surge creates a vast plume where freshwater and saltwater mix, forming a unique brackish habitat teeming with plankton and juvenile fish. This massive plume of freshwater changes the salinity and color of the ocean, a testament to the river's continental scale. Here, rare migratory fish, and even pink river dolphins, venture far from the river's mouth, following invisible chemical trails. But its story is even more dramatic when you look back in time. Around 65 million years ago, before the Andes Mountains rose, this ancient river actually flowed in the opposite direction, emptying into the Pacific Ocean. The immense geological forces that lifted the Andes blocked its path, forcing the river to reverse its course and begin its epic journey eastward to the Atlantic. This upheaval created new habitats, isolating species, and driving the evolution of some of the world's most unusual creatures. This vast river basin is a world of its own, an aquatic wonderland teeming with an astonishing array of life. Within its flooded forests, sloths swim between trees and tiny glass frogs cling to leaves above the water, their transparent skin revealing beating hearts. It's hard to believe, but the Amazon River basin contains more species of fish than the entire Atlantic Ocean. Some, like the armored catfish, have evolved bony plates to protect themselves from predators lurking in the murky depths. From the fearsome piranha with its razor-sharp teeth, which hunt in coordinated packs, to the enormous arapaima, one of the largest freshwater fish in the world, which surfaces to gulp air thanks to a primitive lung, the waters are filled with incredible creatures. You can find electric eels capable of delivering a powerful shock, using bursts of electricity to navigate, communicate, and stun prey in the pitch-black waters. And gentle Amazonian manatees, or sea cows, that graze on aquatic plants, their bodies perfectly adapted to the slow, meandering currents of hidden oxbow lakes. The river is a lifeline for the animals that live within it and the countless creatures that depend on it for food and water, creating a vibrant, interconnected ecosystem along its sprawling network of tributaries. In the canopy above, monkeys leap from branch to branch, while beneath the surface, armored turtles bury themselves in the silt, waiting for the floodwaters to recede. The river is the main highway of the rainforest, a constantly shifting network of channels, lakes, and flooded forests that connects every part of this immense wilderness. Floating mats of vegetation drift with the current, providing shelter for insects, frogs, and even small snakes. During the rainy season, the river swells dramatically, flooding vast areas of the surrounding forest and creating a unique habitat known as the Vasia. Here, fish swim among the tree trunks, feeding on fallen fruit, while caimans lurk in the shadows, waiting for unsuspecting prey. This seasonal flooding is crucial as it deposits nutrient-rich silt onto the forest floor, fertilizing the soil and allowing for lush plant growth. Some trees have evolved to flower and fruit only during the flood, ensuring their seeds are carried far and wide by the rising waters. For the animals of the Amazon, the rhythm of the river dictates the rhythm of life itself. Leafcutter ants build floating rafts to survive the floods, while poison dart frogs time their breeding to the receding waters, ensuring their tadpoles have safe pools in which to grow. The Amazon rainforest simply could not exist without its mighty river, a world within a world, where every layer, from the canopy to the riverbed, is alive with secrets, adaptations, and extraordinary life. In the Amazon, a realm overflowing with life, a select group of dominant animal species reigns at the top of the food chain, each perfectly adapted to their unique niche within this complex ecosystem. These apex predators are not only the most impressive hunters in the rainforest, but also play crucial roles in maintaining the delicate balance of life here. On the forest floor, the jaguar stands as the undisputed sovereign. This magnificent cat is the largest in the Americas, a master of stealth and strength, and a keystone species in the Amazonian hierarchy. With a body built for power, the jaguar's muscular frame and stealthy movements allow it to ambush prey with astonishing precision. Unlike most big cats, the jaguar is an adept swimmer, often hunting along riverbanks and even in the water, targeting caiman, capybaras, and fish. This versatility ensures its dominance across multiple habitats. Its bite is legendary, one of the most powerful among all mammals, capable of crushing skulls and piercing armored hides, making it a formidable predator. Solitary and mostly nocturnal, the jaguar patrols vast territories, moving like a silent, spotted ghost through the shadows, keeping populations of prey species in check and shaping the structure of the rainforest community. High above in the dense canopy, the harpy eagle rules the skies. This formidable raptor is one of the world's largest and most powerful eagles, a true feathered titan of the treetops. With massive wings and a robust build, the harpy eagle is perfectly adapted for maneuvering through the tangled branches of the rainforest. Its talons, as large as a grizzly bear's claws, allow it to snatch monkeys and sloths from the branches, often in mid-motion. This predatory prowess makes it a top arboreal hunter. The harpy eagle's agility is unmatched, weaving through dense foliage at high speed to ambush unsuspecting prey, maintaining the balance of species in the upper canopy. Its piercing gaze and distinctive double crest make it an awe-inspiring sight, a symbol of the raw power and majesty of the Amazonian skies. Beneath the water's surface, the green anaconda reigns as the aquatic giant. This snake is the heaviest on Earth, sometimes weighing over 500 pounds and stretching nearly 30 feet in length. Its immense size and strength make it a dominant predator in the swamps and rivers, where it silently stalks its prey. The anaconda is a constrictor, relying on its powerful muscles to subdue prey, which can include caimans, deer, and capybaras. Often, it lies in wait in the murky shallows, with only its eyes and nostrils above the surface, ready to ambush any animal that approaches the water's edge. When it strikes, the anaconda coils its massive body around its victim, squeezing until the prey can no longer breathe, demonstrating the raw primeval power of this ancient hunter. Perfectly adapted to its aquatic environment, the anaconda glides through the swamps and rivers, a silent and efficient predator. Sharing the shadowy undergrowth with the jaguar is the elusive cougar, or puma. This big cat is smaller and more slender, but no less skilled in the art of survival. The cougar's adaptability is its greatest strength, allowing it to thrive in a variety of habitats and hunt a wide range of prey. A solitary and patient hunter, the cougar often stalks its prey for long periods, relying on stealth and surprise to secure a meal. With territories that can span up to 100 square miles, cougars are masters of stealth, moving silently through the dense vegetation and maintaining a delicate balance with other predators. The coexistence of apex predators like the jaguar and the cougar, alongside the harpy eagle and green anaconda, is a testament to the Amazon's extraordinary biodiversity. Each species plays a vital role in the rainforest hierarchy, shaping the ecosystem and ensuring the survival of countless other forms of life. Long before humans ever set foot in the Amazon, this vast region was shaped by forces far older and more powerful. The Amazon's ancient history is a story of dramatic geological changes and vanished worlds. Millions of years ago, the Amazon was home to a host of now extinct species. Giant ground sloths, saber-toothed cats, and enormous armadillos once roamed these lands. The rivers teemed with ancient creatures, including massive turtles and the ancestors of today's river dolphins. The very shape of the Amazon basin was transformed by the rise of the Andes Mountains, which redirected ancient rivers and created the vast, winding waterways we see today. At times, much of the region was covered by a massive wetland known as Lake Pebos, a habitat for strange aquatic life and giant crocodilians. Fossils reveal that ancient fish, some with crushing jaws and armor-like scales, dominated these waters. Over millions of years, the Amazon's plant life also evolved, with ancient forest giving rise to the incredible biodiversity that defines the region today. By studying ancient pollen and sediments, scientists have traced the evolution of the rainforest, revealing cycles of expansion, contraction, and renewal. During the last ice age, parts of the Amazon became drier, fragmenting the forest into isolated pockets and driving the evolution of new species. As the climate warmed, the forest regrew and the Amazon became a cradle for countless forms of life, many of which have since disappeared. The extinction of the Amazon's megafauna marked the end of an era, but their legacy lives on in the ecosystem's structure and diversity. Today's Amazon is a living museum, its forests and rivers echoing with the memory of lost worlds and the creatures that once called them home. The story of the Amazon is one of constant change, of extinction, adaptation, and renewal, shaping the most diverse ecosystem on Earth. Every plant, animal, and river in the Amazon today is a product of this deep and dynamic history, a testament to the power of nature's endless evolution. The Amazon rainforest is a living tapestry woven from an astonishing array of plants and animals, each uniquely adapted to survive and thrive in this complex environment. From the dazzling scarlet macaw to the slow-moving sloth, the forest is alive with creatures that have evolved remarkable traits to fit their ecological niches. Leafcutter ants, for example, harvest leaves not for food, but to cultivate underground fungus gardens, their primary source of nourishment. This symbiotic relationship between ant and fungus is just one of countless partnerships that sustain the forest. Many Amazonian species have developed extraordinary defenses and disguises. The poison dart frog's vivid colors warn of its toxicity, while the stick insect vanishes into the background, perfectly mimicking the forest's twigs. The towering kapok tree provides shelter and food for countless species, while epiphytes and vines create a multi-layered world, offering homes to insects, birds and mammals high above the ground. Beneath the surface, the rivers teem with life. Electric eels generate powerful shocks to stun prey, while piranhas use their razor-sharp teeth to quickly strip food from bones. Predators like the harpy eagle, with its immense talons, rule the treetops, while capuchin monkeys display intelligence and dexterity, using tools to access hidden food sources. The Brazil nut tree relies on agouti rodents to crack open its tough pods and disperse its seeds, a perfect example of mutual dependence between plant and animal. Pollination in the Amazon is a dance of color and movement. Hummingbirds and bats, each adapted to specific flowers, ensure the survival of countless plant species. Decomposers like fungi and insects recycle nutrients, breaking down dead matter and returning life-giving elements to the soil, fueling the next generation of growth. Every layer of the rainforest, from the dark, damp floor to the sunlit canopy, is interconnected. Roots and vines stabilize the land, while the dense foliage above regulates temperature and moisture. Symbiosis is everywhere. Ants defend acacia trees in exchange for shelter, butterflies extract minerals from the earth, and orchids depend on particular bees for pollination. The Amazon's flora and fauna are bound together in a web of life, each species playing a vital role in maintaining the balance of this extraordinary ecosystem. Adapted to the rhythms of rain and sun, the plants and animals of the Amazon have evolved to survive in a world of abundance and challenge, making this forest one of the most vibrant and resilient places on Earth. The Amazon is a living showcase of survival, where every species has evolved remarkable adaptations to outwit predators, secure food, and thrive in a world of constant competition. Take the sloth, for example, a master of camouflage and slow movement. Its languid pace through the treetops helps it avoid detection by sharp-eyed predators. By blending into the canopy and moving almost imperceptibly, the sloth becomes nearly invisible to threats like the harpy eagle. Its fur is a living habitat tinted green by symbiotic algae that provide perfect camouflage while hosting insects and moths in a miniature ecosystem, a striking example of mutualism. Even its weekly descent to the forest floor is a calculated risk, fertilizing the tree it inhabits and completing a unique life cycle. The toucan's enormous, lightweight bill is another marvel of adaptation, serving not only as a fruit-gathering tool but also as a highly efficient radiator. This specialized beak helps the toucan regulate its body temperature, a vital advantage in the steamy jungle. Blood vessels within the bill release excess heat, keeping the toucan cool in the humid environment. Mutualism flourishes between the hummingbird and the heliconia flower. Over generations, they have co-evolved to benefit one another. The hummingbird's long, curved beak fits perfectly into the flower, allowing it to feed on nectar while pollinating the plant in return. Their vivid matching colors signal their partnership, a visual testament to their mutual dependence. On the forest floor, survival takes on new forms. Leaf-cutter ants demonstrate organized teamwork, each carrying a leaf fragment much larger than itself. These ants are expert farmers, using the leaves not for food, but as fertilizer for cultivating a special fungus. Deep underground, they tend their fungal gardens, which serve as their sole food source, a sophisticated example of mutualism between ant and fungus. Their colonies are models of efficiency and agricultural innovation. Even more impressively, the ants harbor bacteria on their bodies that produce antibiotics, protecting their fungal crops from disease, a natural form of biological warfare. A single colony can process up to 12 tons of vegetation each year, shaping the very landscape of the forest. Camouflage and mimicry are everywhere. Many Amazon creatures have evolved to blend seamlessly into their surroundings or mimic other species. The glass frog, for instance, has translucent skin on its underside, making its organs and even its beating heart visible. This transparency renders it nearly invisible to predators lurking below. When it sleeps, the glass frog can redirect most of its red blood cells into its liver, making its skin even clearer and enhancing its camouflage. The blue morpho butterfly uses a different tactic. Its wings flash a brilliant metallic blue as it flutters through the understory. This dazzling display is not due to pigment, but to microscopic wing scales that bend and reflect light, startling predators and providing a fleeting chance to escape. In the dense, competitive world of the Amazon, survival depends on a remarkable array of defensive adaptations. Both plants and animals have evolved extraordinary strategies to deter predators and ensure their survival. Among animals, perhaps the most famous are the poison dart frogs. These tiny, jewel-like amphibians advertise their toxicity with brilliant, vibrant colors, dazzling blues, oranges, yellows, and reds. This is a classic example of aposematism, or warning coloration, a clear signal to any potential predator that they are not good to eat. Interestingly, these frogs do not produce their own toxins. Instead, they acquire their potent chemical defenses from the toxic insects, like ants and mites, that they consume. Ambush and venom are the weapons of choice for many of the Amazon snakes. The eyelash viper, for example, is a master of camouflage, coming in a variety of colors from bright yellow to mossy green, allowing it to blend in perfectly with the leaves and flowers where it waits for its prey. This small but deadly snake can remain motionless for days, waiting for a hummingbird or lizard to come within striking distance. When it does, it strikes with incredible speed, injecting a powerful hemotoxic venom that quickly breaks down tissue and shuts down muscle function, ensuring its meal cannot escape. It's a chillingly effective strategy for a patient predator. Even the insects of the Amazon have developed formidable defenses. The bullet ant is infamous for possessing what is considered the most painful sting in the entire insect world. Its sting ranks highest on the Schmidt Pain Index, a scale created to measure the pain of insect stings. The pain is described as pure, intense, and brilliant, like walking over flaming charcoal with a 3-inch nail embedded in your heel. It comes in relentless, throbbing waves that can last for up to 24 hours, serving as a powerful deterrent to would-be predators. The vibrant colors of a frog, the stillness of a snake, or the presence of a single ant can all signal mortal danger in this environment. These toxins and venoms are the result of an evolutionary arms race that has been playing out for millions of years as predators and prey constantly adapt to one another. But it is not only animals that have developed such remarkable defenses. Many Amazonian plants have also evolved potent chemical and physical barriers to protect themselves from herbivores. Some plants produce toxic alkaloids or bitter-tasting compounds that make their leaves unpalatable or even deadly to insects and mammals. Others, like the spiny palms, are armed with sharp thorns that deter climbing animals. Still others employ mimicry, resembling less palatable or more dangerous species, to avoid being eaten. The Amazon is a living showcase of nature's ingenuity, where every organism is locked in a constant struggle for survival, and defense is an art honed over countless generations. Beyond the apex predators and venomous defenders, the Amazon is home to a remarkable array of keystone species, organisms whose presence and activities have a disproportionately large impact on the structure and health of the entire ecosystem. These keystone species are the ecosystem engineers and recyclers, the unsung heroes whose actions shape the very fabric of the rainforest. Consider the tapir, often called the gardener of the forest, a classic keystone species. This large nocturnal mammal roams the undergrowth, consuming a wide variety of fruits and plants. By swallowing fruits whole and traveling long distances before depositing seeds in its dung, the tapir acts as a crucial seed disperser, enabling the regeneration and spread of countless plant species. This process ensures genetic diversity, supports forest recovery after disturbances, and maintains the complex mosaic of plant life that underpins the entire ecosystem. Another keystone species is the king vulture, the master scavenger of the Amazon. With its striking appearance and powerful beak, the king vulture is uniquely equipped to open the tough hides of large animal carcasses. By accessing these food sources, the king vulture enables smaller scavengers to feed, supporting a diverse community of decomposers. This rapid and efficient removal of carcasses prevents the spread of disease and recycles nutrients back into the soil, sustaining the health of the forest. The king vulture's role as a keystone scavenger ensures that energy and nutrients flow efficiently through the ecosystem, benefiting countless other species. The decomposition process, accelerated by these scavengers, enriches the soil and supports new plant growth, closing the nutrient cycle. In the rivers, the Amazonian manatee stands out as a keystone herbivore. This gentle giant consumes vast amounts of aquatic vegetation, including invasive species that could otherwise choke waterways. By grazing on floating and submerged plants, the manatee helps maintain open channels and balanced aquatic plant communities. This activity allows sunlight to reach deeper into the water, promoting the growth of phytoplankton and supporting the base of the aquatic food web. The manatee's grazing thus sustains a diverse and productive freshwater ecosystem, benefiting fish, invertebrates, and countless other aquatic organisms. Without the manatee, these waterways would become overgrown, reducing habitat quality and biodiversity for many species. Each of these keystone species, tapir, king vulture, and manatee, demonstrates how a single organism can shape the fate of entire communities. Their actions ripple outward, influencing plant regeneration, nutrient cycling, and the balance of life across the Amazon. The loss of any keystone species would trigger cascading effects, altering the ecosystem in profound and often unpredictable ways. Their continued presence is essential for the resilience and vitality of the Amazon, ensuring that this extraordinary paradise endures for generations of life to come. The Amazon rainforest, vast and resilient, now stands at the edge of catastrophe, battered by forces that threaten its very existence. The most devastating force is deforestation, which carves open the heart of the forest. Every minute, swathes of ancient trees fall, leaving behind gaping wounds where vibrant life once thrived. As the forest is stripped away, animals flee in desperation, their homes and food sources vanishing, the intricate balance of life shattered. The fallen giants no longer draw carbon from the air, and the web of life that once flourished beneath their shade is torn apart, leaving only scars and silence. Fires, both natural and unchecked, sweep through the forest, compounding the devastation. Flames rage through the undergrowth, consuming everything in their path, turning lush green into smouldering ash and choking the air with smoke. Droughts grow longer and harsher, draining rivers and withering plants, leaving animals to wander in search of water and shelter. When the forest burns, it releases ancient carbon into the sky, fueling the very climate changes that make the fires more frequent and severe. This vicious cycle threatens to transform the Amazon from a lush, vibrant rainforest into a dry, barren savanna, forever altering the landscape. The animals, once rulers of this green kingdom, now face relentless pressure from shrinking habitats and vanishing resources. Jaguars, the silent hunters, find their territories shrinking, their prey disappearing. Macaws, once filling the canopy with color and sound, are forced to flee or vanish, their flocks growing ever smaller. Countless other creatures, from the smallest insects to the largest mammals, struggle to survive as their world is stripped away. The relentless loss of life pushes rare species closer to extinction, leaving once bustling trails eerily empty. The absence of key animals, predators, seed dispersers, and more ripples through the ecosystem, weakening the forest's ability to heal and renew itself. The silence that settles over the forest is haunting. A world once alive with calls and movement now stilled by loss. The Amazon remains a paradise, but its fragility is now painfully clear. It is a realm of breathtaking beauty, astonishing complexity, and raw, untamed power, where every storm, every insect, every river is part of a delicate balance. Only by respecting and protecting this intricate web of life can the Amazon hope to endure. The future of the Amazon and the countless lives it sustains depends on the choices made in the world beyond its borders. Beneath the emerald canopy, a sprawling network of rivers winds its way across the Amazon, carving channels through the heart of the forest. These mighty waterways, some wider than entire cities, are the life-giving veins of the rainforest, nourishing every corner of this vast wilderness. The Amazon River itself, a colossal force, surges with more water than any other river on Earth, its tributaries weaving together like silver threads. Within these rivers, an astonishing world unfolds. In the murky depths, ancient giants glide, pink river dolphins, their playful forms slipping through the water with grace. Piranhas dart in shimmering schools, their sharp teeth and swift movements a testament to the fierce competition for survival. Massive arapaimas, armored with scales like polished metal, rise to the surface for a breath of air before vanishing into the shadows below. The riverbanks teem with life. Electric eels lurk in the shallows, sending pulses through the water to hunt and navigate. Armored catfish scour the silty bottoms, while turtles bask on half-submerged logs, ever watchful for lurking predators. Above, caimans float silently, their eyes just breaking the surface, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Every bend in the river, every flooded forest, is a sanctuary for the extraordinary. Tiny glass frogs cling to overhanging branches, their transparent skin revealing the delicate machinery of life within. Swarms of neon tetras and discus fish paint the waters with flashes of color, weaving through tangled roots and submerged trees. These rivers are more than just channels of water. They are worlds within worlds, teeming with creatures found nowhere else on Earth. They shape the rhythm of the forest, flood and retreat in harmony with the rains, and sustain a web of life as intricate and magnificent as the forest itself. In their depths, the secrets of the Amazon flow, silent and eternal, nourishing the wild heart of the rainforest. High above the forest floor, where sunlight first touches the green expanse, lies a world few eyes ever see, the Amazon's canopy. This sprawling roof of leaves and branches is a kingdom unto itself, suspended more than 100 feet above the ground. Here, the air is rich with mist and the scent of blooming orchids, while the wind whispers through a labyrinth of emerald. In this sunlit realm, life has evolved in astonishing ways. Scarlet macaws flash like living jewels among the branches, their calls echoing over the treetops. Agile spider monkeys leap from limb to limb, their prehensile tails acting as a fifth hand, perfectly adapted for this aerial playground. Sloths move in slow motion, blending seamlessly with the moss and bromeliads that cloak the branches. Epiphytes, plants that never touch the ground, cling to every available surface. Bromeliads collect rainwater in their leafy cups, creating miniature ponds that shelter tadpoles, insects, and even tiny frogs. Orchids bloom in bursts of color, their intricate flowers attracting hummingbirds, whose wings beat faster than the eye can see. Here the canopy is alive with constant motion. Leafcutter ants march in endless columns along high branches, carrying fragments of green to their hidden nests. Butterflies, some as large as a human hand, drift through shafts of sunlight, while dazzling tree frogs cling to the undersides of leaves, their skin a warning to would-be predators. This elevated ecosystem is a realm of fierce competition and delicate balance. Every niche is filled, every resource contested. Predators like the harpy eagle, with talons the size of grizzly bear claws, patrol the treetops, searching for unsuspecting prey. Meanwhile, countless insects pollinate flowers, their tiny bodies ensuring the forest's continued renewal. The canopy is not just the forest's roof, it is its beating heart, a vibrant tapestry woven from millions of lives. It captures the sun's energy, fuels the forest below, and provides sanctuary for creatures found nowhere else. In this lofty world, the Amazon's true richness is revealed, alive with wonder, hidden in plain sight above the endless sea of green. As the golden sun dips below the horizon, darkness spills across the Amazon, and the forest transforms. The daylight kingdom surrenders to a realm ruled by shadows, where the air grows thick with anticipation. Night is not a time of silence, but a symphony of hidden lives awakening. In the inky blackness, eyes gleam among the branches. Ocelots, painted with moonlit rosettes, slink silently along ancient trails, their vision perfectly attuned to the faintest glimmer of movement. Above, the haunting calls of night monkeys echo, a chorus of trills and whistles that cut through the thick night air. These elusive primates, with oversized eyes adapted for starlight, leap deftly between branches, seeking ripe fruit and fluttering insects. Deep within the leaf litter, armies of bioluminescent fungi cast an eerie glow, lighting the way for beetles and millipedes that scuttle in search of food. Bats emerge in swirling clouds, their wings slicing through the air as they chase moths and mosquitoes, navigating by echo rather than sight. Some bats feast on nectar, their long tongues probing flowers that only open after dusk, pollinating the forest in darkness. Tree frogs begin their nightly serenade, their vibrant skin hidden, but their voices ringing out in hopes of attracting a mate. The glass frog, nearly invisible by day, reveals its ghostly form beneath the moonlight, clinging to leaves above babbling streams. Meanwhile, caimans glide silently through black waters, eyes shining like coals as they hunt for unsuspecting prey. In this secret world, even the smallest creatures have evolved extraordinary defenses. Moths don the guise of dead leaves, while stick insects freeze in perfect mimicry. Predators employ patience and stealth, while the hunted depend on camouflage and quick escapes. The Amazon's nocturnal world is a delicate dance of adaptation and survival. A hidden spectacle that unfolds every night, unseen by human eyes. Here in the shadows, life pulses with mystery and wonder, proving that the forest's magic never truly sleeps. Beneath the towering trees and tangled vines, an entire universe thrives at the scale of inches, the insect world of the Amazon. Here, millions of tiny architects, warriors, and survivors shape the fate of the rainforest. Each fallen leaf becomes a bustling metropolis, every rotting log a city in miniature. Army ants march in relentless columns, a living river that sweeps across the forest floor. Their jaws are sharp, their movements coordinated, and even the mightiest creatures give way to their advance. Above, leafcutter ants parade along worn highways, carrying emerald pieces of leaf far larger than themselves. They don't eat the leaves. Instead, they cultivate underground fungus gardens, farming food in the darkness. Among the branches, the rainbow flash of morpho butterflies signals a fleeting beauty. Their shimmering wings confuse predators, while their caterpillars bristle with spines, a warning to would-be attackers. Jewel beetles glint like living gems, their shells a masterpiece of evolution, while stick insects vanish in plain sight, indistinguishable from twigs. Hovering at flowers, orchid bees glisten in metallic hues, collecting rare scents to mix their own perfumes. A ritual as mysterious as the rainforest itself. Dazzling dragonflies patrol the waters, aerial hunters with the reflexes of fighter jets. Not all are predators, some are silent recyclers. Dung beetles roll their treasures away, nourishing the soil and allowing new life to flourish. Termites, hidden in towering mounds, break down wood, and return vital nutrients to the earth, supporting the very giants that shade them. Each insect, no matter how small, plays a vital role in this intricate web. Pollinators ensure the next generation of trees. Decomposers clear the way for new growth. Engineers shape the landscape, and survivors teach the art of adaptation. In the Amazon, the insect world is not just a backdrop. It is the engine of the forest, a microcosmos of endless innovation and resilience, forever humming beneath our feet. In the heart of the Amazon, time is measured not by clocks, but by the silent turning of seasons. Unlike the temperate forests of the north, the Amazon's changes are subtle, marked not by falling leaves, but by the rhythm of rain and the retreat of water. As the wet season arrives, the heavens open and rivers swell, spilling over their banks to flood the forest floor. Trees stand ankle-deep, then waist-deep in water, their roots submerged for months. Fish glide between trunks where monkeys once leapt, and pink river dolphins chase prey through sunken groves. Seeds that once waited for the rains now burst open, sending shoots skyward in a race against the rising waters. Flowers bloom in a sudden riot of color, attracting hummingbirds and bees that dart between petals, gathering nectar before the next downpour. Frogs emerge in chorus, their calls echoing across flooded plains, while turtles lay eggs on temporary sandbanks, racing to hatch before the floods return. As the waters recede, a new world is revealed. Nutrient-rich silt blankets the forest floor, coaxing fresh growth from the earth. Orchids cling to branches above the high water mark, their blooms timed to coincide with the return of pollinators. Figs ripen in abundance, drawing flocks of parrots and troops of monkeys to feast in the treetops. Dry spells bring their own challenges. Pools shrink, concentrating fish and drawing jaguars to the water's edge. Leaves toughen, and some trees shed their foliage, conserving precious moisture. Insects burrow deeper, waiting for the promise of rain. Yet even in scarcity, life finds a way, adaptable, resilient, and ever attuned to the Amazon's eternal pulse. Here, every creature, whether feathered, furred, or scaled, moves to the rhythm of the seasons. The forest is never truly still. It is a living tapestry, woven anew with each shift in the weather. In the Amazon, survival means adaptation, and change is the only constant.